Greetings! Mantare79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days! Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, off to edit deck menu. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk Skyfall Arms, D-BT07. Alright, let's get started. Selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the edit deck menu. And like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building this deck profile video is a Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk Skyfall Arms deck, made of cards only available until D-BT07. Okie dokie, let's begin. First we go to filter settings and to pack, showing the cards from D-BT1, Genesis of 5 Breaks, D-BT2, Rush of Legends, D-BT3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-BT4, Awakening Chakrabarti, D-BT5, Shrine for the Great Brave Heroes, Festival Booster 2021, Festival Booster 2022, Promo Pack number 1, D-BT6, Blazing Dragon Reborn, and D-BT7, Raging Flame against Emerald Storm. Pack selected, applying filters, filters applied, let's get started. First up, the ride deck. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck we are playing, ride deck grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. Skills, first skill, auto, Rebel Dress, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of battle, this unit attacked. Choose up to one card of Rebel form in its card name from hand, ride it as stand, and it gets drive -2 until end of turn. Second skill, actions of Vanguard, once per turn, cost, discard a card from hand. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card of Rebel form in its card name from among them, reveal it, put in the hand, or choose up to one grade 2 or less card from among them and call it a Rigor Circle. Put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Alright, the grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. We have 1 the ride deck. Next up, ride deck grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is ruled upon by a unit with the Overdress ability, cost, counterblast 1. If you cost and paid, choose a grade 2 or greater card from drop and put into hand. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard or Rearguard. When this unit is boosted, cost, soul blast 1. If you cost and paid, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle. Okay, grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. Next up, ride deck grade 1, Determined to Break Away, Youth. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard or Rearguard. During the battle this unit attacked, this unit plus 2,000 power. Second skill, auto. When this unit is ruled upon by Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. Cost, soul blast 1. If you cost and paint, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card of Youthberk in its card name from among them, reveal it, put in the hand, or choose up to one grade 2 or less unit card from among them, call it a Rigor Circle, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Affirmative, grade 1, Determined to Break Away, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. And finally, ride deck grade 0, Youth following in footsteps, Youth. Starting unit, skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. Confirm, grade 0, Youth following in footsteps, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. With that, we covered the deck's ride deck. Next, let's get on to the grade 3 lineup. And now, for the grade 3 lineup. For the grade 3s in this deck we are playing, the grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. Since we explained this card's skills and effects during the ride deck portion of the video, we just skip ahead. For the grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms, we have 3 in the main deck. Next up, the grade 3, Youthberk Rebel Form, Gust. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by the Overdress ability. If your opponent's Vanguard grade is 3 or greater, cost, discard a card from hand. If you cost and paid, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 drive until end of turn. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of your turn, choose a card with the Overdress ability from Soul and ride it as Rest. And alright, the grade 3, Youthberk Rebel Form Gust. We have 3 in the deck. Next, the grade 3, Youthberk Rebel Form Tempest. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by the Overdress ability, all of your front units gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Then, cost, counterblast 1. If you cost and paid, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards with the same grade as any of the revealed cards. Put in the bottom of the deck. Then, put all of the revealed cards into hand. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of your turn, choose a card with the Overdress ability from your soul and ride it as Rest. Okie dokie, Grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form, Tempest. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck, we are playing Grade 2, Knight of Fracture, Schneisel. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Rigor Circle, cost, Counterblast 1. If the cost and paid, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 Grade 3 card of Youthberk in its card name from among them, reveal it, put into your hand, and shuffle deck. And this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Second skill, auto as a rear guard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your Vanguard was placed this turn by riding from a Grade 3, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Alright, the Grade 2, Knight of Fracture, Schneisel. We have 4 in the deck. Next up, the Grade 2, Knight of Rendering Flash, Keter. Skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Rigor Circle, cost, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. If the cost and paid, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, reveal it, call to Rigor Circle if it's a Grade 2 or less unit card, or put it into your hand if it is not, shuffle deck. Okie dokie, Grade 2, Knight of Rendering Flash, Keter. We have 3 in deck. With that, we covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1s in this deck, we are playing Grade 1, Enucleate Angel. Skill, auto as a rear guard. When your Vanguard is placed by riding from Grade 3, cost, Soul Blast 1 and retire this unit. If the cost and paid, countercharge 1 and choose one of your Vanguards, it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Alright, Grade 1, Enucleate Angel. We have 2 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put on the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 more cards, choose a card from hand, discard it. And okie dokie, Grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon. We have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1, Blitz Order, Elementary Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementary Sanctitude deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Place the cost of, discard a card from hand if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or less. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Remove this card. Okay, Grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude. We have 1 in the deck. Next, the Grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. Skills, first skill, Continuous. This card cannot be ridden and cannot be normal called to Rigor Circle from hand. Second skill, auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your turn, if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, cost, Soul Blast 1. If the cost and paid, call this card to the back row Rigor Circle. Affirmative, the Grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. We have 3 in the deck. Finally, the Grade 1, Witch of Accumulation, Sequina. Skills, first skill, Continuous as a rear guard during your turn. If you have a Vanguard of Youthberk in its card name, this unit gets plus 2,000 power. Second skill, auto as a rear guard. When your unit is placed on the Vanguard Circle by Overdress ability, cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and paid, choose one of your Vanguards, increase or decrease its drive to 1 until end of turn. Confirm, Grade 1, Witch of Accumulation, Sequina. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck, we are playing the Grade 0, Light Dragon Deep, Honors Amritonia, Overtrigger. Trigger, additional effect. Until end of turn, you also perform drive checks for the battles your Rigors attack. And alright, the Grade 0, Light Dragon Deep, Honors Amritonia, Overtrigger. We have 1 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0, Volition Rigor Dragon, Critical Trigger. We have 4 in the deck. Up next, the Grade 0, Blade Feather Dragon, Critical Trigger. Skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and paid, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. Alright, the Grade 0, Blade Feather Dragon, Critical Trigger. We have 4 in the deck. And here we have the Grade 0, Bard of Heavenly Song, Alpac, Front Trigger. Skill, Continuous as a Guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. And okie dokie, the Grade 0, Bard of Heavenly Song, Alpac. Front Trigger, we have 3 in the deck. Here we have the Grade 0, Invigorate Sage, Heal Trigger. Skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, If your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until end of battle. Active if this battle's second attack this turn or more. Affirmative, Grade 0, Invigorate Sage, heal trigger, we have 2 in the deck. Finally, the Grade 0, Hardiness Tier Sorceress, heal trigger, skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, if the attacking unit's critical is 2 or greater, and its critical is increased by a non-trigger effect ability, or its original critical is 2 or greater, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until end of battle. Confirm, Grade 0, Hardiness Tier Sorceress, heal trigger, we have 2 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. With that, it has been built, Cardfight is explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing, 4, Grade 3, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms. 3, Grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form, Gust. 4, Grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form, Tempest. 1, Grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. 4, Grade 2, Knight of Fracture, Schneisel. 3, Grade 2, Knight of Rendering Flash, Keter. 1, Grade 1, Determined to Break Away, Youth. 2, Grade 1, Enucleate Angel. 3, Grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon. 1, Grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude. 3, Grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. 4, Grade 1, Witch of Accumulation, Sequana. 1, Grade 0, Youth Following in Footsteps, Youth, starting unit. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing, 1, Emertonia, Overtrigger. 8. Critical triggers. 3, front triggers. And 4, heal triggers. Deck built, Cardfight explained. Next, let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are in the main menu, going to test out a deck, so choosing the fight menu, selecting CPU fight, choosing the deck I just showcased to you, the Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms, D-BT07 deck. It all looks fine from here. Selecting deck, choosing my opponent, I'm going to test the deck out on Keter Sanctuaries, Toya Bata, hard difficulty, and click. The battle begins. Let's get started. Here we are in the fight. Let's decide who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock to rock, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors, scissors, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock to paper, I lose. Going second. Drawing our starting hands. I got a Nucleate Angel, 2 criticals, a Perfect Guard, and a Wayward Therapy. Not a bad starting hand. Holding onto all normal units and order cards. Redrawing triggers. Redraw. Perfect Guard and Gust. Not too shabby. My opponent goes first. He rides. The Great One, Fort. End of their turn. My turn. Draw. I ride from the right deck. Determined to break away, Youth. The right deck cost, let's see, what should I discard? I need to save Wayward Therapy when I ride the Grade 3, and let's see. If I recall right, my Grade 2 skill lets me add any Grade 2 or greater card from drop back to hand if I have a counterblast, so I can afford to ditch Gust early on, so alright. Right deck cost, discarding Gust, and here we go. Youth, skills my starting unit, draw a card. Draw. Another Gust. Then I'm gonna call, I'm gonna call Enucleate Angel to the rear guard, so do I call to the back row or the front row? Guarantee attack or multiple attacks. I'm gonna call Enucleate to the front row, maybe? Yep, let's call it Enucleate to the front. That's it, to the battle phase. Vanguard to Vanguard, 10k, 8k, sorry about that. 2000 power. First check. No trigger. 1 damage. Pierce. Damage check. Critical trigger. He got lucky. Now my Nucleate can't attack. That was a waste. Fine, end of my turn. My opponent's turn. Here we go, he rides. Rooks. Skill of Fort, searching, revealing 2 grade 3s in hand, a Persona Ride Inspirare. Superior Call, Order Card. Skill failed, lucky me. Battle phase, 10k to 8k. No guard, taking it. Here it comes. Critical trigger, lucky him, 2 damage. All to Vanguard. Ow! First check. No trigger. Not Sequina, come on. Second check. Keter. 2 damage. And if my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Yes, Gust. I write from the right deck. Knight of Ardent Light Youth. I discard. I guess I can afford to ditch 1, maybe. I have 2 Perfect Guards, 2 Rebel Forms, 2 Schneizels, and a Wayward Therapy. Saving Wayward Therapy is my right deck cost for my grade 3, so I'll just ditch one of the spare copies of Schneizel. Ride, Youth. Skill of Determine a Breakaway. Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast, and look at the top 3 cards of my deck. I add. I can choose to either add a grade 3 to my hand or Superior Call grade 2. Not gonna call Skyfall Arms, gonna Superior Call Keter to rear guard instead. Calling Keter to the rear guard. Yep, calling Keter. Call. Skill, I return the 2 to the bottom of the deck, and Keter skill, Counter Blast 1. Counter Blast and Soul Blast 1. Here we go. Look at the top cards of my deck. Yes! I Superior Call. I reveal and Superior Call Sequina to rear guard. Calling Sequina to the back row. Call. And switching places. There we go. Let's head on to the battle phase. Boosted by Sequina. Vanguard to Vanguard. 18k. The attack goes through. Drive check. No trigger. Gust. 1 damage. Pierce. Check. Come on. That's 2 damage triggers in the first damage of the turn. Now Keter can't attack. End of my turn, opponent's turn. That's twice he stopped my consecutive attacks. Here comes. Grade 3, Apex Ruler Bastion. Skill of Rooks. Revealing 3 grade 3s, 2 Spirares, and a Persona Ride. He sets the Order card, Pride to Protect. Grade 3s can boost. He calls Spirare, another Spirare. 15k from both sides. I can't really guard. No guard, taking it. Ow! Damage check. Yes! Front trigger, just what I needed. Powered the entire front row. That saved me. What next? End of turn. He's not gonna attack. My turn. Draw. I ride from the right deck. Youthberk Skyfall Arms. Right deck cost I am discarding. Should I discard a trigger or he has 4 cards in hand. A Persona Ride. Attack's gonna be huge with a possible chance of restanding, so discarding. Wayward Therapy Angel. Ride, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. First, I'm gonna activate the effect of Wayward Therapy Angel. Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast. Superior calls the back row. Call. Then, Ardent Light skill. Counter Blast 1, Counter Blast. And I add Gust to my hand. Then I'm going to activate the skill of Skyfall Arms. I discard Gust from hand. Look at the top 3 cards of my deck. I Superior Call Schneizel to rear guard. Call. The rest go to the bottom of the deck. Not activating Schneizel's skill. That ought to do it. Let's head over to battle phase. First, I'm going to... This is a tough choice. Alright then, I think I'm gonna first... Should I attack with rear guard first or go all in with my Vanguard? I think I'm first gonna... This is tough. Alright, I'm gonna attack the rear guard first. Boosted by Nuclear Angel, Keter attacks the Vanguard, 18k. The attack goes through. Slash. Check. Oh, come on, another trigger. How does he keep getting triggers in the first damage of the turn? So lucky. Fine. Boosted by Sequana. Skyfall arms the Vanguard, 23k. The attack goes through. Twin Drive, first check. Critical trigger, just what I needed. Critical the Vanguard. Power 2. The rear guard Schneisel. And second check. Double critical, nice, just what I needed. Critical to Vanguard. Power to Schneisel. And 3 damage, here we go. Pierce. First. No trigger, second check. No trigger, third check. No trigger, 6 damage, I win. That was still pretty good there. I got to try the new cards in the deck and make them work out pretty well. I got a little lucky in the triggers there, but seeing like the deck was pretty balanced, it worked pretty well. I got to draw the cards I needed, so I got win, double critical, double trigger, 1 in 6 turns, did a superior call, got 70 VP, total 541,000, 425 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and returning to the fight menu. Here we are on the fight menu, leaving fight menu, going back to main menu, and back to main menu to edit deck menu. With that, deck built, card effects explained, and I just finished the deck out in front of you, so first I want to say is, thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I'll also be able to show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say, goodbye, and see you all soon!